Good evening. I'm Andrea McGurran. This is KHTY TV and News's Global Perspectives. Tonight we're investigating whether the current panic about artificial intelligence taking over the world is a legitimate concern, or just the latest version of Y2K Millennium Bug Hysteria. This is episode 4, AI Apocalypse or Y2K Redux, separating fear from facts. So moving on, with $109.1 billion in US AI investment this year alone, and experts like Geoffrey Hinton warning of 10 to 20% extinction risks, we're seeing unprecedented preparation for what might be humanity's greatest challenge or greatest overreaction. 25 years ago, the world spent over $300 billion preparing for Y2K computer failures that would supposedly crash civilization. Instead, we got minor glitches and embarrassed experts. Tonight, we're asking the hard question. Are we repeating the same mistake with artificial intelligence? This isn't about dismissing genuine risks or promoting reckless development. This is about separating legitimate concerns from manufactured panic and understanding what history teaches us about technological fears versus technological reality. Well, let's start with where we actually are. With AI development in 2025, GPT-5 launched earlier this year with capabilities that genuinely surprised researchers. U.S. investment in AI reached $109.1 billion, according to the Stanford AI Index. These aren't small numbers or minor improvements. But here's what's really interesting. While public investment and media attention have exploded, the 2025 AI Safety Index shows that no major AI company scored above a D grade in existential safety planning. We're spending billions developing AI while failing basic safety preparations. Expert opinions are sharply divided. Geoffrey Hinton, often called the godfather of AI, recently updated his extinction risk estimate to 10 to 20%. Stuart Russell warns about control problems with superintelligent systems. Max Tegmark argues we're approaching a critical threshold. But other experts are more skeptical. Emily Bender calls much of the concern AI hype, while Darren Asinamoglu points out persistent gaps between AI promises and performance. This expert disagreement itself is significant. It suggests we're dealing with genuine uncertainty rather than clear and present danger. To understand current AI fears, we need to remember what happened with Y2K. As the year 2000 approached, experts warned that computer systems would crash when they couldn't process the date change from 99 to 00. The predictions were dire. Power grids would fail, financial systems collapsing, aircrafts falling from the sky. The global response was massive. Over $300 billion spent on Y2K preparation, with governments and businesses treating it as an existential threat. Military systems were put on high alert. Emergency supplies were stockpiled. Some people withdrew life savings and moved to remote areas. What actually happened? Minor glitches. A few slot machines stopped working. Some government websites displayed incorrect dates. The most serious incident was a nuclear power plant's Y2K compliance monitoring system failing, but not the actual safety systems. Was Y2K preparation wasteful? That's complicated. Some argue the massive preparation efforts prevented worse problems. Others contend that the underlying threat was never as severe as predicted. And if you were the general public, like the rest of us are, like me, like you went out and you bought yourself a Y2K bug that if somebody dropped it as a gift, maybe for Christmas, that it sounded like they'd broken something. It sounded like glass. It was a bit of a joke. And really, I think that's how most of us took it. There are striking similarities between current AI concerns and Y2K fears, Both involve expert warnings about technological systems potentially causing civilization-level disruption. Both have generated massive investment in preparation and prevention. Both feature media amplification of worst-case scenarios. Just as Y2K coverage focused on potential catastrophes rather than likely outcomes, AI coverage emphasizes existential threats or risks rather than practical challenges. Both involved complex technical issues that are difficult for non-experts to evaluate. Most people couldn't independently assess Y2K risks, just as most people can't independently evaluate AI safety claims. Both have created industries around the fear itself. Y2K consulting became a multi-billion-dollar business, just as AI safety research is attracting massive funding and attention. And both involve the precautionary principle taken to extremes. Since the worst-case scenario would be catastrophic, any level of preparation and concern is justified. But the differences between AI and Y2K fears are equally important and suggest that current concerns may be more justified than Y2K panic. Y2K had a specific known deadline, January 1st, 2000. Everyone knew exactly when the problem would manifest. AI development has no such deadline. The risks are ongoing and evolving. Y2K was a well-defined technical problem with clear solutions. Fix the date coding in computer systems. That's simple. AI presents open-ended challenges with no guaranteed solutions. We don't know how to control potential superintelligent systems. Y2K involved existing systems with known vulnerabilities. AI involves creating new systems with unknown capabilities and unpredictable emergent properties. Perhaps most importantly, Y2K was about systems failing to work as designed. AI fears are about systems working too well, becoming more capable than their creators, and potentially pursuing goals misaligned with human interests. Several factors suggest that AI concerns are more about, being justified than Y2K fears prove to be. The 2025 AI Safety Index, showing major companies unprepared for safety challenges, is genuinely concerning. Unlike Y2K, where the problem was known and solvable, AI safety involves fundamental questions about control and alignment that remain unsolved. The pace of AI development has accelerated dramatically. Unlike Y2K's fixed timeline, AI capabilities are improving faster than safety measures. This creates a race condition where potentially dangerous capabilities might emerge before adequate safeguards are in place. Unlike Y2K's technical focus, AI development involves questions of conscience, intentionality, and goal setting that touch on fundamental questions about intelligence and control. Expert warnings about AI come from within the field itself. People like Hinton, who helped create current AI systems. Y2K warnings came primarily from consultants who profited from fear. But there's also evidence suggesting current AI fears may be overblown, similar to YK hysteria. Recent performance gaps in highly publicized AI releases suggest that capabilities may be advancing more than advertised. Economic bubble dynamics around AI investment mirror patterns seen in previous technological hypes. When investment far exceeds current capabilities, disappointment often follows. Many specific AI predictions have failed to materialize on predicted timelines. Autonomous vehicles, general AI assistance, and human-level performance in complex domains remain elusive despite decades of predictions. The same media and institutional dynamics that amplified Y2K fears are present in AI coverage. Worst-case scenarios generate more attention than nuanced analysis. Historically, technological disruptions have been easier to adapt to than initially feared. Markets, institutions, and human behavior adjust to new technologies more quickly than pessimistic predictions assume. Regardless of whether AI fears are justified, Y2K offers important lessons about managing technological risks. The Y2K response succeeded in several key ways that could be applied to AI safety. First, systemic preparation works. The massive Y2K remediation efforts may have prevented serious problems, even if the underlying risk was overstated. Similarly, serious AI safety research could prevent problems regardless of the exact risk level. Second, international cooperation is possible for technological challenges. Y2K preparation involved unprecedented global coordination between governments and private organizations. This demonstrates that complex technological risks can be addressed through organized effort. Third, the cost of over-preparation are typically much lower than the cost of under-preparation for high-stakes scenarios. Even if Y2K preparation was excessive, the economic cost was manageable compared to what civilization-level disruption would have cost. A balanced assessment suggests that AI concerns represent a more complex challenge than Y2K, with both justified elements and elements of hype. Unlike Y2K, we're dealing with genuinely unprecedented technology that could have transformative effects. The key difference is uncertainty. Y2K involved known systems with predictable behavior. AI involves unknown systems with unpredictable emergent properties. This uncertainty justifies serious preparation, even if specific predictions prove incorrect. However, the same institutional and media dynamics that amplified Y2K fears are clearly present in AI discourse. Worst-case scenarios get more attention than balanced analysis, and economic interests align with promoting concern. The rational response is neither panic nor complacency, but sustained, serious effort to understand and address AI risks while avoiding the trap of treating uncertainty as certainty. So is artificial intelligence the next Y2K, a manufactured crisis that will fizzle out with minor consequences? Or are we facing genuinely unprecedented challenges that require unprecedented responses? The honest answer is that we don't know. And that uncertainty itself is significant. Y2K involved well-known understood technology with predictable failure modes. AI involves potentially transformative technology with unpredictable capabilities. This doesn't mean we should panic about AI extinction risks, but it also doesn't mean we should dismiss legitimate concerns as hype. The challenge is maintaining perspective while taking genuine risks seriously. Y2K taught us that massive coordinated preparation efforts can work when properly organized. It also taught us that media-amplified fears often exceed actual risks. Both lessons apply to current AI development. The key insight is that the cost of adequate preparation is typically much lower than the cost of inadequate preparation for potentially catastrophic scenarios. Whether AI risks prove as severe as some experts predict, serious safety research and development practices are justified by the stakes involved. Unlike Y2K's sprint to a known deadline, AI safety requires sustained effort over an unknown timeline. This makes it both more challenging and more important to get right. We should neither repeat Y2K's panic nor ignore lessons about systemic preparation for technological risks. AI development requires serious attention to safety, not because extinction is certain, but because the consequences of being wrong are irreversible. That's the balanced truth about AI risks that you won't get either from the panic merchants or the dismissive skeptics. What do you think? Please let us know in the comments below. I'm Andrea McGurran, and this is Global Perspectives. Join us again tomorrow for Episode 5, Crimes Against Humanity and War Crimes. What you need to know. Thanks for listening. And if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Get the truth right here, right now, with KHTY TV and News. Technology is a tool. Wisdom lies in using it well.